Good morning, YSN Nation. Steve Leslie, General Manager, YSNLive.com. Another special day. We had a great announcement yesterday with Ron Potesta joining the YSN family as we're here at the studio this morning. Another breaking day for all of us at YSN. On behalf of DJ and myself, we're proud to incorporate another great name in the sports town of Youngstown and all the communities surrounding. We're excited to be joined by one of my favorite guys in sports, one of my better friends, and he will have a new title here with all of us at YSN, and we're proud of that. I would like to introduce and welcome aboard to YSN our new YSN Brand Development Coordinator, one of my best friends, Todd Thorne. First of all, Todd, congratulations from DJ and myself, and welcome aboard to YSN.
Hey, man, I really appreciate just the fact to be able to work with you guys and seeing what DJ's done here over the last couple of years. I've seen what you've done your whole life, and when we've talked about this a couple of years back and to come to fruition is it's a pretty cool thing. So I'm just happy to be here, and just like I said in our interview, so to speak, I'm just happy to be able to do something for kids.
Well, I know on DJ's end of it, we're awful proud to have someone like you with such a great sports mind. And I think, Todd, to me, the YSN Brand Development Director means so much. Talk a little bit about your path. Let's go. We'll start with your path in sports and your path that brought you here to YSN.
It's real simple. Just growing up a West Sider, you're around, the ball and the bat and whatever it was that week that you were doing outside in the dirt. So you just got things done. You grew through it. You heard the names. My background, there's no doubt. There was Osowskis and Zordiches and the so on and speaks, the Calcagnis and Kavanaughs and you name it with the O'Malley name and Mady and Burtis. So that's how I grew up. So that got me started, got the love for sports going, and then I got into the sporting goods business. I was at Second Soul for 17 years and loved every ounce of it. It was great to be around people, learned a lot about fitness and running and other stuff. And then, went over to Nightline and worked with Patrick. And it's funny, but Jim Campbell walked in the door and said, "Hey, we're looking for a sideline guy. You know anybody?" And I said, "What's it entail?" And, quite honestly, that was 13 years ago, and I've been in that business ever since. So it was a great start just off of a little conversation, and then I own my own business and, knew what it was about and love giving back to kids, just giving kids their due. And, if there's something that we can do on air that helps a kid, get a small scholarship to and I'm not going to slight any school by saying a name, but to ABCU, then, God bless the kid, man. He got a little bit of an open door, and we were able to just tap it open a little farther for him.
Well, that's good to hear. Okay, let's dive in a little bit of YSN now. Let's talk your thoughts of YSN before you stepped into this realm, and then we'll get into that a little later on. What attracted you to be a part of YSN, I guess, is my best question.
The big keys are, the ever-changing world of communications and sports, so to speak. Television and radio are what they are, but unfortunately, some things are going to change. I'm a big internet guy now. I've been one for a while. I like podcasts. I enjoy listening to different things every day. So getting to find someone to do local was a big key for me. One of the big keys are with another organization going down and laying off and firing people that it was time to just start looking. I've looked before because of DJ and yourself, but it was just the right time to make a move, and I'm very happy with the move that was made right now. And to get on board early in this. I mean, I know it's a third-year company, but at the same point in time, it's very early in the company that we're talking about.
No question. I think that's one of the things that DJ and I thrive to have you. We've only just begun, fans. YSN fans,
Absolutely.
We thank you for all you do, your support. Without you, none of us would be able to do things we love to do. So let's dive in. Todd Thorne's our YSN Brand Development Director, and I think that suits you so well because of, number one, you have a great name. Number two, our logos, loyal, local, and live, you live every day. Let's talk a little bit, the vision, the newness of all this. What does Todd Thorne, DJ Oakley, Steve Leslie, what are some of the things that we want to bring out to all our YSN fans that we appreciate every day.
You know, the biggest key is to enhance what they've already done. You know, give them the opportunity to see themselves and hear themselves, and let parents see and hear what their kids are doing, to speak as far as the kids end of it. But as a company, to grow as a reputable company in our area that starts, and I say in our area, very tongue-in-cheek, because we've already had conversations of much bigger than our area. This is something that's not, people will say can be big. It's not can be big. This is going to be big. It's going to blow up so big that people are going to want to be on board, and they're going to follow suit because, man, we're given what kids want and what this area needs. And what I also want to make sure that we talk about is we want it for both male and female, man. We got so many kids that want to listen to themselves, and unfortunately, up until recent years, you know, boys were the ones that steal the show. You know, with football games, they're on every Friday. But now with softball and soccer and basketball, these girls that are doing incredible things and going to humongous schools. You know, just the other day, another girl from McDonald's signed to go run cross country and track at Kentucky. I mean, you know, this is big time SEC schools coming into Youngstown, Ohio, and you know as well as I do the things that Chris Emil's doing over at Cheney. I mean, he's got 5 kids that he's taking no credit for this year.
Right.
You know, he's just saying, okay, they played for Cheney, but they played for Chet Allen, they played for Brian Morrow, they played for other guys. And a lot of coaches are a little bit too arrogant with themselves and saying, hey, they're Chris's boys, and he'll tell you they're my boys, but at the same point in time, they were developed elsewhere and got to the point where they are. So we have that to look forward to with young coaches in our area. You know, a big key in my life was Mahoney Valley Coaches Association. The MVCA is a great organization I've been involved with for the last 20 years. The big key is
get them involved.
Get them involved, and we need to help get them younger. You know, what people don't realize is you and I are the old timers in this situation. I'm coming in.
Yeah, DJ's the young buck.
Yeah, he's the young buck. But, you know, our deal is we need to get the young, you know.
And keep the older generation.
Keep the older generation going. But at the same point in time, you know, I'm seeing these guys doing games at the ages of 15 to 21 years old.
Michael McKenzie, Beaver Local for us is fantastic.
It's phenomenal to get young blood out there talking to coaches and doing things. You know, and another, just a quickie is, when my kids grew up, they knew right away when they got to a game, the first thing they were going to do when they got to the game was make sure they said hello to the officials.
Okay.
And they said, well, why are we doing this, Dad? Why are we saying hi? I said, because you have no idea what kind of day they had. You may be the first smile they got all day. You may be the handshake they got today that they were looking forward to. Or guess what? They may have just had the most miserable day ever, but at the same point in time, that little 2 seconds of a handshake means more in the world to them. And someday they may see you out in public and just say, hey, I remember you from what you did back in the day. So those are things that we were brought up as kids. And I know you were too, Steve. That's just part of the Youngstown way.
That's part of the Youngstown way. That's why I believe in what DJ does.
Absolutely.
We're thrilled to have you. The development director is, in my mind, a great role for you. You will be seeing a lot of Todd Thorne on YSN, and we're proud to break that announcement. I know DJ said yesterday, we're not done. We will continue to get better. We'll work hard every day to keep being your sports network, the best sports in town in Northeastern Ohio. That's us, and we're proud of that. So again, another big announcement at YSN, Todd Thorne on board as our development director, and DJ and I are proud to make that announcement, and we will continue to get better and better every day. So on behalf of myself and all of you, have a great day. Get on YSN. There's plenty of games to be found later on the dial, and we'll keep being us. But without you great fans, millions and millions that we get each year, we would not be able to do it. And of course, all the great sponsors that we have. Hats off. We're going to continue to work our tail off to be the best sports network in town. Thanks.